It's already here, inside. The answer to your dreams. You got the key, so decide. It's easier than it seems. Oh, with the higher power guiding you.
Discovering your passion. Hi, this is David Lee from Passion2Profit. Take a look at those people down there. In fact, I'm one of those people on the far right, in the middle at the back. That's me, because I was wanting to discover my passion. I went to Passion2Profit, and quite a few times I attended that with Joel Bauer, but now I'm presenting Passion2Profit in the UK. And just like I was doing back then, I wanted to rekindle the passion in the work that I was doing and get enthusiastic about it. It wasn't going to be a job anymore. It wasn't going to be a chore. It was something that I had created, but I wanted to tell the world. Isn't that what you want to do? What's your passion? That's what we'll be talking about, along with monetizing your dream. Because when you get enthusiastic, excited, like I was excited when I brought the system that I had created, yes, a system, I was able to monetize that system, and more people wanted to know about it and invest in that system. It helped them. So we monetize our dream as we become successful. And how would it be? Making money doing what you love. That is the formula. Not really going to and from into an existence of a job that maybe, and quite often, you don't love doing. Let's get the love, the passion back into what you're doing. We can talk about terms like teamwork, accountability, progress, all these words that you come up with when you have your staff meeting. But if there's no passion about what you're doing, if people aren't enthusiastic about each other, who they are, what they're doing, are they really achieving their life goals? More than just the monetary goals, are they achieving and fulfilling inside themselves what they feel they have the potential to achieve? Unless we get back to the childlike state when we were going to go to the moon, we were going to be the prima ballerina, we had all these dreams, but they were taken away from us, weren't they? We lost the passion. We were told what we could not do, and we sent down a path that was probably what other people suggested was a tried and tested path. But did it really get you to meet those goals, those satisfactions that you once had, or was it lost along the way? You know, many people are just in a job, just above broke. The formula doesn't work. And in this economy, more than ever, it is an opportunity for those that wish to start developing their passion to profit. So we learn to monetize our dream. We look up into the sky. We look up and say, how can I do this? There is a formula. One of those formulas is having mentors. Somebody who's been down the track, who knows the pitfalls along the way, who knows what works and what doesn't work. Because we don't want to take forever, do we? We need people that can steer us along the path, and people that have been there and they can show they've got a track record. When you've developed systems rather than just developing a job, you're trying to take the job away from you and let the business that you create feed you and feed your lifestyle. And yet quite often we get distracted in feeling as though we have to exchange time for money and looking busy all the time. Well, you don't have to be busy all the time. Quite often you've heard of people creating like a book or a record or something, and it creates repeat revenue. What if you could do the same with your business? What if you could create repeat revenue that you didn't have to put in hours all the time? That's how to monetize the dream. So how would it be making money doing what you love? Again, if you don't have your personal life in order, what's the good of making all this profit? If you're going to die of bad health, bad nutrition, abusing your body, what's the point of making all this money? And vice versa, if you do make the money and you've got no love in your life, there's no passion, what's the point? It's really about getting the balance between the two, because to have the longevity in what you're doing, you need to be able to balance both. It's really about, when we come to Passion2Profit, understanding this is about lifestyle. It's about choice. Do we just want to follow the rat race, the people that are doing the same as everybody else because it's comfortable, it's like everybody else? But those that succeed, those that you want to know about, that you read about or aspire to be, do they follow the norm? No, they don't. They do something that's different, that makes them different to everybody else and sets them apart. And that's what discovering your passion to profit is about. These are 3 of the elements that make up Passion to Profit. This is David Lee. I hope to see you very soon at one of my live events. Thank you.